I didn't actually plan on recording today, but this is a pretty neat car. I picked it up a couple times, actually. I think I picked it up once on a video. It was a red one. This one's a little bit nicer, I think, even though this one's an automatic. The other one was a standard. This one sounds better. And it's got a nice, it's got lips around it. So I might need to change my angle a little bit. I mean, the lip in the front is already damaged. It's really not that concerned. That's not that low. The front end is the only one that'll probably touch. I'll pull the bed up to it first. That's usually how I check. Instead of driving the car forward till I touch it, I'll just pull the bed up to it first and see if I need to put some wood underneath it or not, because I may not need to. But I might want to. Let's see, it's pretty close to, yeah, yep, that's how you know, see? So what I am going to do is I'm going to move that. Yeah. Put a couple of boards under there. Let's see. Yeah, these two should be just fine. Shouldn't need more than that. I don't think I'll need more than this. Oh, well. These are about even. Just to make sure I can check my spacing. It's a little peppy. It's not squeezing too much. Yeah. It's good enough. I could have actually gone up just a little bit higher, but this is actually good enough. always give myself extra room up front, that way I don't hit the lip. I keep touching his lip on the side here. Plus, you know, I don't get to pick up lower cars that often that are in decent looking condition. I mean, this one's got a nasty quarter panel damage, but I don't know how bad that actually is. To me, it don't look that bad, although the wheel, maybe the wheel's a little crooked. Picking up a lower car is just like picking up any other car. It's just you need some wood, ideally anyway, or a set of racing ramps, what they call them. Which I plan on making my own here pretty soon out of some 2x6s. It doesn't look too bad to me, although yeah, the wheel is crooked. Okay, no, I won't lose that. That'll come out. Oh, that's too bad. It looks like you just got it. It's got the temporary tags on it. Sticky airbag. I'll have to grab a Ford Fusion if it's ready. They were at a meeting this morning. They were asking me to wait until 10 o'clock to find out. Smells like coolant. Oh, no camera? Oh, man. This one does this weird thing sometimes where it just doesn't, you know, it doesn't, I don't know, it's interesting. Maybe this one's cheaper quality than the last one I had. Which is too bad because it's a nice camera. Alright, well, no big deal. Car runs and drives. I don't need the camera, I just really like the camera. A new glove mixed with an old one. Oh. I guess that makes sense. There'd be a malfunction with the window. Oh, good, that's perfect. Not so much. All right. I was just realizing that my new straps are not, or my new ratchet anyway. Forgot to order it. Better do that when I get back into the truck. That way I don't forget. See if the e-brake stays on. Oh, good. You know, it's funny, in the very beginning with those new electronic e-brakes, almost every one I was dealing with, they were all turning on all by themselves right after you turn the car off. And for a couple of them, you had to do some kind of a special button thing process to prevent the e-brake from turning on automatically when the car was off. Or sometimes you'd take it off, then you'd move the vehicle like an inch and it would automatically turn on. So it's interesting. I haven't run into that anymore. I'm wondering if everybody's just turning that off. I mean, I don't know if that's even on this car, but It was so common before, and now it's been pretty common the opposite way, where they're not coming on automatically anymore. It's interesting. Glad I found a way to kind of make this work still, even though I don't really like it that much. I mean, usually you like a down pull more than a, you know, forward pull. At least that's what I know about it anyway. It's a little bit more ideal than it being pulled forward. The strap I'm referring to the strap anyway. This to me is not ideal at all. Yeah, I don't like that. Let's see how that looks. Does that look better? I don't know. It looks... Oh my gosh, I'm squishing that tire like crazy, but you know, it just looks okay. I'll keep an eye on it. I'll leave that flapping in the wind, that way I can see it. Yeah, I'm definitely not into it. Hopefully it stays. Well, that's a cool car. Guess it doesn't matter, this whole row is kind of wonky. And I think I'll just pull the car back a little bit further. It's way off. Works. I'll move it back just a tiny bit. For this one, I'm going to have to put some wood down. Oh, you know what? I'm putting an Audi on the bed after this. I think I'm just going to leave the straps. The only downside to dropping right here is people have to just barely move around you to get around. As long as I got the room to do it, then I'm golden. As long as the loaders can get by and the trucks can get by, I'm fine. Might be a little close. Maybe. I'm a little bit close. Just for good measure, I'm gonna go forward a tiny bit. Let's see if I can get this in one dip. I may not be able to. I usually wait until the tires are just here at the bottom, but let's see. We'll see. Let's take it slow. Did I keep the key with me? Oh yeah, for this one I did. This one I kept the key with me, that's right. Forgot. Usually with the nicer cars, I'll keep the keys. Usually. Usually. What did I do with those keys? First of all, that's funny. Touch a little bit, and I'm not that worried about that. Oh, no touch at all. Cool. I didn't hear a touch. That's great. I'll scoot it forward so it's not too close. And roll the windows back. Down to the Audi. Looks like it drives. Says it runs and drives. Cool. Alright, someone calling me. Okay. I just had a long phone call with well, since I'm the HOA president now, I've got other folks I'm chatting with off and on, but I wonder if these scissors will work for these. Will this work? Will this work? These are pretty thick. Come on. Well, really I just need to buy some better dedicated cutters, but I'm glad that worked. To know that yeah, I guess the gate at the HOA is like no key identified. Oh. Well, duh. Maybe I should do that. Yeah, the gate at our community is having problems. I mean, it has had problems for a long time. And it just hasn't been fixed. And people have been saying that, you know, they're getting it fixed and it just hasn't been done. Whoa. It might run and drive, but it was dying on me. I wonder if it's just well, the gas gauge is on E. I wonder if that's it. But anyway, yeah, the gate's having problems. It's not reading the key cards for, you know, folks who want to go to the lake, and yeah, it's just too bad. It's been happening for a while now, and now the reader's not even reading the keys, period. So yeah, it's a problem. So I've got someone hopefully coming out there to look at it Monday, hopefully. Everybody's booked for that stuff, so unfortunately, you know, people want to get it done right away. They want things done right away, but if you want something done by a professional, it's got to be done on their own time. You know, they have a business. It's not going to be a... is there someone calling me again? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not going to be a, you know, and this is a volunteer position. You know, if you don't know what, you know, HOA president position is, it's a volunteer position. It's not a paid position. And I say that to say that, you know, things are pretty much getting done on the board members and my own time, and not, you know, on not on the community members' time, because, you know, they're not necessarily paying. Well, anyway, not what the dues are for. Anyway, yeah, I called a bunch of people and everyone's booked or, you know, astronomically priced. You know, they've got per hour charges and drive time charges and then service call charges. And I call one guy, he knows what he's talking about, and he just says, well, it's a service call charge and that's it, and I could probably be out there Monday. And I'm like, shoot, sounds good to me. He asked me to send him some photos, and so you can see what he's getting into, and well, this guy seems pretty reasonable, so that's what I'm gonna go with. Yeah, it was just a longer conversation than I thought it would be. Folks are coming to him, and there's another guy. Folks are blowing up phones. Here to drop off this Audi. Guy prefers I stick it in his driveway, so that's what I'm gonna try and do. They let me start it and drive it, but just in case there's an issue, I'm gonna go ahead and just stick it right in his driveway. That way, in case it doesn't want to move again, there won't be any issues. I'm gonna block the road for a minute, no big deal. It's not a busy neighborhood right now. Yeah.
What is?
Yeah, it's towing with Ben. I got a little magnet here on the side. Ooh, you know what? I may need to actually move forward a little bit because of the angle. Is I might need to inch forward. We'll see. We'll see what it looks like here. Actually, that looks pretty good. Cool. That's not doing too bad. It's a few months old.
Tell me your YouTube, I need it.
Yeah,
Towing.
towing with Ben. It's all one word. It's right there on the magnet too.
I didn't see. Can you?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, towing with Ben. All one word.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, on YouTube. Let's see.
That's commercial should be.
Oh, I see. The R, the T became an R.
Okay.
Yeah. There it is.
Thank you. Subscribe. Thank you so much.
Actually, I need a picture of the key here so I cover what I'm doing. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that. I'll get the bed up and I'll get some pictures of the car. I'm gonna move too, so I'm not blocking the road anymore. Okay. Yeah, even while I was coming down the bed, it was kind of vibrating a little bit, like it was gonna die.
Oh.
So I think it must, maybe it's just low on fuel. That's my guess.
I hope so.
Yeah. It doesn't look too bad.
Yeah. What about suspension? Suspension, did you?
Good question. Yeah, I don't know.
I hope it's.
It's a good question. I mean, it doesn't look bad on the outside.
Yeah.
I mean, the damage is not that bad.
Yeah.
So it looks. So,
I tried to fix it.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, good luck with it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I hope it goes well.
Yeah. Have a good day.
Yeah, you too. Picking up a 2025 Honda Civic. Apparently it's locked and there's no key. That's a Honda Civic, and it looks newer. I'm gonna see if that's it. Let's see here. Is it black? This is... Okay, let's go check the VIN number. Nope. It's not that one. No, it looks like a 20. You know what? There's a silver one there. I didn't notice that was also Honda Civic. That looks like a 2025. And that's it. That's funny. Well, it looks like some things had changed. The last tower, so they couldn't pick it up because the electric e-brake was stuck on. They said it was locked and that there might have been a key inside of it, but they weren't sure. And they say there's a key present. It's unlocked. And they were acting like it was locked. It says it was stolen. There's no power. I don't see a key. So, I'm just gonna assume no key. I don't see a key. And they said there's maybe a key inside. That usually means no key. So, cool. The only downside of being on a little bit of a hill here is if the e-brake is on, then that means the rear end is going to want to slide over. You know, the direction of the hill, but I'll just use the chains if I have to. Pretty low. And that has what kind of a shifter? I'm pretty sure this one doesn't have a bypass button that's visible without taking off. Sometimes these pop out real easily, but yeah, no, this is a, nope. It's a brand new one, so I'm not gonna bother. I don't wanna mess up any of the paneling. Just see if I can reach both sides here, because it looks like it's totally flat. Yeah, looks fine. It works. We'll see if it's true. E-brake on or not. Yep. to use a snatch block too. For the front. So used to coming the other way. Also use the chains, flatten out the rear end. Should have pulled this off first. I do want to see if it'll move over more. Oh, good. What's it got under here? A lot of times these newer cars have nothing. Except that stupid little bar back there. Well, you know what? It's got a plug right here for a spot. Cool. This one is going to help straighten it out. could go up further, actually. Yeah, that's fine. It doesn't matter. It can sit back here. It's not a heavy car. Now I'm just gonna stop blocking their area here. I'm not blocking anybody. I can finish. The next one's going to be interesting, it sounds like. I said it's a BMW, it's rear-wheel drive. They said the rear has a flat tire, which is okay, but the person on the phone didn't know how it was oriented at the shop, and it's behind the shop, so. She said it's not drivable because of the flat tire, but I can still drive it. Probably. Oh, we'll see. Well, here for this BMW, and it's really messed up. So I gotta drop the one that I have on me. I need to drop it, and then I gotta pick up the BMW, and then after I pick up the BMW, because ideally the bed is ideal for it, so that's where it's gonna go. And then pick up the Honda, and it's gonna have to go on dollies thanks to the electric e-brake. So yeah, that's awesome, but it's just the way it is. So it's got to be. I'm gonna do everything back here. I was thinking I was gonna drop it up front, but there's enough room back here, so I am no semi trucks. Well, I'm not a semi truck, but I am not able to make the corner, so. Oh, okay, there's someone coming out. There is. All right. Well, I'll let them out. I'll flip around. Are they following me? They're following me, okay. Well, going around me. Okay, cool. and someone else is coming out. Of course. Cool. All right. Well, at least it looked like there was enough room to do everything back here. There might not be. So I might need to flip around and do something else, but we'll see. And there might be. Good, that truck is gone, so it's perfect. But I am still gonna have to block some kind of a space here over there. I'm gonna have to block somewhere no matter what. So, the joys of being the tow truck driver is, oh, you know what, that's not gonna work. Okay, all right, no problem. Have to go in and then back up. Okay. All right. So now the best thing I can do is, I don't want to block the gate or anyone necessarily. I don't want to block them. So I'm gonna put it almost blocking the gate. I have no idea what I'm doing, but it doesn't matter. Okay, that might do it. Might be good enough. Well, hopefully they don't have to get out. I will save the battery. Oh, and the memory. I'll start recording when I got the BMW hooking up. All right. Now I'm ready to pick up this hunk of junk. It's really too bad it's in its condition, because it would be nicer if it wasn't, because then I could just pick it up like normal. But it's not in the cards, so. The front end is trashed. Front end and rear end both trashed. So it'll be a nice, fun pickup. At first I was like, well, it looks perfect the way it is, but nope, it is not perfect the way it is. Either way, I'm gonna block the whole spot here. So it's a good thing that guy left, otherwise it would have been a little bit before he's able to leave again. I'm gonna have to use a snatch block to pull it out at an angle, and then pick it back up, or at least angle it more straight. to get it right on as much as I can when it's like this, because well, that way it just makes it a lot less time consuming with the snatch block. But even though it's not ideal, it should work. It's gonna have to anyway. Fine, works fine. And this vehicle is 100% total loss. So I'm not concerned about damages. Let's see how it goes. Go. Yeah, perfect. So you think my only option is that stupid bar under there. These BMWs, they put all kinds of plastic underneath here that cover up whatever you need to hook to, so everything down there is pretty much garbage to hook up to. But let's see what I can get. I at least have those special straps. I can wrap the wheels if I have to. It's not like they're not severely damaged. Friggin' plastic under here. It's all covered underneath here. There's, yeah, they got this suspension arm that you can usually hook up to when it's open, but it's completely covered with a big flat piece of plastic. So around the wheels. Yeah, it's silly because, you know, otherwise it'd be a simple just hook it up and go, but not with BMW. I gotta do the complicated type stuff. So goes up in a complicated way. It's just the way it is. I don't like that going up that way. More even hole. It's better. I've got this little sleeve here that protects the strap a little bit. Doesn't always work, but when it works, it does. One downside to doing it this way is it may hug the bumper. And we'll see if it does hug the bumper too much or not. I mean, the bumper's probably garbage already, but you can't even hook up to the axle, so because they've got it blocked by yeah, I might have to actually use my my larger straps, because that's gonna hug and pull everything underneath, likely anyway. And if it does, then I don't know, I don't want to cause that much of an extra hassle to it. So we'll see what it does, but I don't like it either way. I never do when I have to do it this way, which is, it's dumb, you know, dragging on the yeah. It's actually going fine. The pull is low enough to where it's not affecting anything detrimental. So, which is what I want. I'll see what happens when I pull it this way. This can go back on. And this one, because, well, I might actually just move the truck forward and, well, maybe. Let's see. I got the seat belted, but let me see if, oh, that was about to pop out anyway. That wheel might be messed up a lot, but let me see if, you know what? Let's see. That'll let me turn it slightly. Still need it to come over this way more. That wheel over there is probably really messed up. Make sure my straps are not in the way. Oh, some rocks. Assume this goes. glad that's over. Put at least a couple tie downs on the front, and then I'll unblock space here. That's next. I just got to put a washer on one of my dollies. I was waiting for the washer to come in the mail because the bearing kits don't come with the right washers anymore. Or the right parts for that matter. It's all messed up. I believe that's a train. I have no idea. Yeah, it's a train. Sounds like it has a broken horn or something. Okay, I'm gonna get out of the way, fix my dollies, and then that thing sorted out. How you doing? Well, so I quit recording earlier because I was sweating so bad I just couldn't see. I couldn't see what I was doing. So yeah, it just didn't make any sense for me to continue with the recording. I had to take my hat off and give myself some air. Because man, yeah, I couldn't see. I mean, even with my hat off, you know, I was wearing sunglasses and stuff, and yeah, I just had sweat dripping in my eyes and stuff. That was actually a real pain in the butt. Because after I got this car loaded, I got stuck in the back of that place, which is not their fault. It's not on them. I was just there too long. Yeah, just got stuck. behind a gate. It was that area I was driving past. It says no semis, and well, the reason being is because, well, you can't get out of there after You know, you get in and, you know, if you're as big as a semi, is that closed fine? Yeah. If you're as big as a semi, there's no way you're getting out unless you go through the neighbor's gate that's there. And so I had to wait for somebody to come unlock that gate because I was there for just too long. They locked it. They lock it at a particular hour, so it's just the way it was. So not on them, not really. It's just the nature of it. These jumper cables are long. I haven't pulled the dollies out of my truck in a while, so you know, since I've had them fixed up again. So I've got all this stuff in the way of my my dollies. I'm gonna have to come up with some other solution. I'm gonna have to tie these up somehow to get them more organized. They're huge. They're just long. They gotta be like, I don't know, 20 feet. Jumper cable. Maybe they'll fit. No. I'm just gonna stick them in the cab. I'll tie them up better after I get back. Or at least the next day. I mean, I'll probably never use them. I might never ever use them, but I have them just in case. In case my jumper doesn't work or it's dead. Yeah, that's okay. It's not ideal, but it works. What a drive. But I'm glad these dollies held up fine. The hubs are still cold to the touch, so that means I must have done an okay job with the bearing replacement, which I've never done before. It was the first time I've done that. I don't think I've ever sweat that much in a long time. It's a little bit cooler now, but yeah, that was a lot of sweat. I see this didn't, well, actually it's still pretty tight, although in a bit of a pickle there with that one. Might be. So the way I tied this up, I didn't leave a whole lot of room for getting it out. It wasn't originally tied up like that. It was actually somewhat against the tire, but now it's somehow, probably from all the bouncing around, moved itself over. So that one's going to be an interesting one to get out. I know that to release that, because even if you got this blocked, there is a way to release it, as long as that is up enough, which is why you always close these so that it locks. But this little tab here, little bar here, will actually loosen it. But it looks like I'm gonna have to stick a crowbar or something in there to get it out. So let's see if that'll work. So I don't know, I've never had one hop up in there like that before. So hopefully I can get it off with not too much trouble. It doesn't matter, it's the end of my day, but oh, Honda paperweight. Dead with an electronic e-brake stuck. Okay, let's see if I can get this in there enough for me to, oh, it's actually be probably a little tougher than I think. So that needs to come loose on both sides to actually come loose. Can't really see it here. Yeah, this is, so it might be a little tough. Oh, ooh, I might have gotten it. Ah, yes. Success. Oh, good. I thought that was going to be a lot harder than it was. Can't wait until my replacement comes though tomorrow. That'll be nice. All right, next is State Farm. That is over here, after hours area. And actually with this car, you know, it starts, and even though that one of the front wheels is really screwed up, I think I might try and just unhook it and see if I can just drive it off, because I mean, it doesn't matter the rear end, you know, anymore. The rims are on the surface. There's no rubber, so it doesn't matter at this point. In the front end, at least one wheel turns, so I might get lucky, and it might be able to just friggin' drive it off rather than trying to make it slide off with all the wheels locked. I mean, I guess I could put it in neutral and stuff, but I think I've already got the key. Was there a key to that one? Yeah, there was. Key is zip tied. Oh well. All right, let's release. Just sit still. And it certainly doesn't look like those wheels might turn, but you know, it's worth a shot. It's worth a shot, so I'm gonna give it a try. Figure worst case scenario, it goes all haywire and well, worst case scenario is it just won't move. So, but it's worth a shot. The vehicle's totaled already. You know, it's not like I'm gonna crash it or anything like that. So, I mean, that rock is a bit of a okay. Let's see what it does. One turning wheel and two wheels that may be able to accelerate. Whoa. Okay. Well, I didn't expect that. Oh, it went out of drive. It automatically took itself out of drive. Okay. Okay, let's see. Well, it went haywire, actually. But, you know, that's why if I'm doing something like unhooking it, I make sure there's no one in front of me. And I don't typically put myself in front of it either, but you know, all things considered, not bad coming down. Even if it just slid itself off most of the way. You know, because there's no traction on the rims. So what a mess too on the bed, but I'll just spray it off when I get home. Aside from the rocks, you know, I take the big rocks off. I don't just drive it with a bunch of debris and stuff all over the bed. Just to be clear about that. The dirt, you know, no big deal. The dirt is just gonna, in the wind, fly away, but anyway, get my sticker on this one, and then I'm out of here.